Hello and welcome back to Ace Plays Solo Challenge in Terraforming Mars. Let's see what we get today. Helion is definitely a simpler way to play than Credit Core. Credit Core is all about that big stuff. It might be similar to Saturn Systems though, but let's start with having them click. Basically, I want to play Credit Core if there's lots of cards here that are over $20, and I want to play Helion if that's not the case. So immediately looking like this is a decent card because it gives us oxygen without making greeneries, which is good, but it takes lots of energy. Don't have that. Not good, not good, not good, not good. Maybe. And then lots of not good. This is a card that's over $20, but it's not what we're looking for Credit Core. Wow, this is going to be an extremely bad start, I think. But let's choose Helion. We'll take that just in case. I hate to say it, but it's really not looking good. We'll grab these cards. I almost want to not do anything the very first round other than like some very simple. This one's just useful because it's a little bit of income. And by a little bit of income, I mean really it's the science type. It's good. The neutral cities have been randomly placed on the board. Not super annoying. Like it's all right. Like this stuff here is good, and I hate to see it go. Here there is another card that's wasted, but I'm like wondering if the first turn we just play this, get a plant income, and pass. Like it seems crazy, but nothing great to do. You know what? Realistically, I should have bought an ocean and put it there. But card company's good. Solar power, just talked about energy. Nuke zone. These are all alright. I think that acquired company is almost a must. That'll give us $3 per turn, get us back kind of into the production cycle. The nuke zone will give us a couple. The reason I'm playing this now is because I'm like, I'd like to get a free card. So we'll do that. Big bright flash. The 2 bumps it gives us are alright. We could just have one more. We got Predators is again a bad card for right now. Oh, I hate to say it, but you know, we'll get there. Right now we're making a plant. But we are making a couple extra dollars because of that nuke. It gave us TR, so now instead of being at 14, we're at 16. So we're making a couple dollars every round. We're already on round 3. Don't have a lot of production going on. In particular, we were hoping for heat production, but just haven't seen it. Here's some energy. And some heat. This energy is great because that'll actually get us to the number we need to start playing that thing. The problem is we won't have enough money to build both of them, so it'll take a whole other turn. No, like, because you need to build all the power infrastructure so that you actually have it in the bank, and then you want it to play the card on that generation. So it's just hard. But we'll do done. And then our special ability is that we can use our heat as money, but we need $28 and we only have 25. We could have taken it instead of getting this card, which the more I think about, the more I'm like, could have been all right. We could also sell cards. Like we know Predators is not a great card. I bought these ones for the options as we go forward, but they're so far away that probably was a mistake. So sell, sell, sell. I'm almost sold on that. Like, I think it's a huge pitfall to use heat as money as Helion, because it's good to get a little bit of stuff out, but it's not great. But we're so far behind already that we almost have to. So we buy this, cost us 17, we're down to $2. If we use all our heat and our $2, that gives us 8. We need $3 more, so we can go to the standard project, say we're gonna sell this, this, and Predators, because those cards are not helpful. Then we go here, nope, not this one, solar power. This gives us the 4 energy I was talking about. So that 4 energy will be enough. So next turn we can build ore processor and start putting up the oxygen. Oxygen on turn 4, if we did it every turn, that would get us all the way up to 10%. So I think there's a lot of value in that. The only thing we have going for us right now is negative VPs from our nuke. So it's pretty not great start. Heat is really good for us. Best of Shipyards is alright, and this is alright. Okay, I was worried there that I didn't leave enough. So to buy all those cards means I had to do this. And by do this, I mean use our heat, which is, again, not what we're really looking for. Particularly because one more heat bump would give us the production, but I really want to get this oxygen started. And that's it. We're kind of strapped for cash. Next turn, what we'll do is we'll have more titanium, because we're going to use our ability again, and then we'll start to be in a better spot, because then we can start calling in those shipments. These are good. This one is also good. The problem is that we don't have energy to spare right now, and we have other cards we'd like to get out. I think I need to forego these, because we can get the mole this turn if we grab nothing, and then turn around and get more titanium, so that Vesta Shipyard will be really cheap, and then we'll get more and more heat. I think we have to do that. We're see, these are a lot of heat bumps that at the end of the game can really save you, but I feel like we've already lost if we're playing the heat company, the company that does the best with heat, and we just haven't. Interesting. I think over cards we need money. And by money I mean titanium. Then we use the 3 titanium. We get 2 more heat per turn. Great stuff. Then we go here and we get some more titanium. I know I said I was going to get the Vesta Shipyard. I still want it, but the heat, we really need to start moving on that. And we can use it as cash. So the way I look at it is the Vesta Shipyards is 15, and it gives us $3 worth of value every turn. The one I paid was 9, and it gives us $2 of value every turn. So it's more cost effective in that way, but we could get it right away, so it's even better. So another pass. We're hoping, we're getting a plant slowly. That's the one bad thing about the mohole, is now we're committed to building around it, but minus 14, we can still play this. So now we're gonna get a heat bump. That'll bump us. Now we get another heat bump. Great. We turn around, we do this, we get our titanium and bump the oxygen. This is gonna be a very, very low point game for us, but we're not afraid of that. We ain't afraid of no ghost. Getting this down this turn, we can do it perfectly with using 4 of our heat. That's actually pretty great. It means that next turn we'll have exactly 8 plants, which is the threshold. Just double checking, we don't really have any great resource and all that. It's not a great place for our greenery. We can build off of here. I said we were locked down there, but I forgot about our... This is the nuke crater that we can build off of. Investment loan is always weird because you have to spend 6 to put it down. You lose 1 per turn, and you get 10. So the way I look at it is you're basically getting the next 4 turns up front, and then after that you have to start paying interest on it forever. It's still good, if only to play it later on, but the rest of this, like even this is actually decent for us. I just don't think we'll have the titanium, and the heat production's kind of late, but we need it so badly. What are we spending it on? These are what we do when we're freaking out because we have nothing better to do. So that means we have enough to get our Vesta shippers. I think we take this. We can't get 2 heat bumps, which would give us the additional production. First thing we do every time, boom, get that oxygen. A greenery, we could play it here for a titanium. Gets to 4 titanium. We actually have enough for this right now. Mostly because we can spend, what's this, $9? That's 26. It's actually perfect. It would give us 2 microbes, which we have nowhere to store them. But it's pretty alright. Right now we've kind of overcommitted to greeneries, it would seem. Between our, well, I wouldn't say overcommitted. We get like half of 1. But with this we'll get half of 1. Actual half. Just trying to figure out if the titanium is better. As in get the titanium production now, and then get the heat in the plant. But I think this is just too good to pass up. So we do that. That's great. We now have more plant income. We bump this. Gives us a little bit more. We're 1 away from getting our production increase. The loan would not give us enough to get the Vesta shipyard. And it's a little early for the loan. We obviously want to play it. Well, you don't want to play it late, because then it's too late for that money to help you, but Invention Contest is another great example of we're freaking out. Micro Mills is $6 to get 1 heat. It's pretty bad. We have 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we have 6 productions. This would technically pay itself off in heat, dollar for dollar. I hate micro mills. We have enough cards to play that we're not worried about. This one is another one of those ones where we're freaking out because we have nothing to do. So we buy it. I got confused. I was like, wait, don't we have titanium income? No, we don't. We actually have an action to get titanium. Which is better in a sense. No pump. Well, yeah, I can't imagine not wanting to do this. Again, you're always tempted to spend your heat as money, but you really want to avoid it as much as you can here. I can't imagine not wanting to play Vesta. We need to start, I mean, my rule of thumb is always generation 10, you really need to put on the show. You need to go all in on sorry about stutter. You want to go all in on terraforming, and right now we are so far behind on oceans. We just haven't gotten any ocean-related infrastructure or plays or things. I think we take this one. This will give us 4 cards and we get to pick 2. I like that. Do we have earth tags? Yeah, we have a couple. I think that's our choice then. This one gives us an income per earth tag. So the question is, do we have any other earth tags? No. Just this one, but this one's red, so it won't stick around. So now the question I'm wrestling with is, do we take a loan to get cartel and not have to spend heat? Or do we just spend one heat? Maybe just spend the one heat. Yeah. It just gives us a little bit more money. It's $3 a turn, a couple of times is worth it. It's not great, but it's worth it. Here we go again. 9, starting to get worried about the oceans. There we go, 2 oceans. We're not even close to -4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 2 here. 5 more is a stretch. I do like Underground City, but it's way too late for it. Do we grab trees just in case? Well, we have like 6 more actions here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we'll get at least that in greeneries. So we don't need to go deeper into greeneries at this point. We will have enough. Then we go here. And we build the ice asteroid. I hate to ask it like a question, but first we have to take our action to get that titanium. So then we go here and we drop 2 of these here and here. Get as many cards as we can. This is really bad. It's all bad. I mean, this is all right. It means that we could have grabbed that other card, but we just weren't there yet. So I think what I'd rather do here is play the restricted area. I was going to put it here for money, and I still think I'm going to do that. I was just wondering if playing it over here so that we can build our granaries up in this would be good, but we need a little bit more cash. That card gives us the action to buy a card for $2, which is cheaper than the other way, but you're blindly drawing. Food factories, a lot of money. And we lose 1 plant income. I'm going to build out this way for now. We'll bump this twice. Well, do we want a food factory? It would give us a lot of money, but it would require us to give up 1 plant production and our money point that we're going to get from bumping, because we have to spend all our heat on it. But now that we're at 14, you know, that's 2-ish, and we have, what, 5 more rounds, because we include the 10th. 2-ish bumps, 10 bumps, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're a little bit shy. Do we have any coming in from our cards? Not really. I think this is when we take our loan. Because that'll leave us enough to do the bump as well. And the bump is worth $1, so. The reason I'm okay giving up the plant production is because here we're grabbing a plant when we put them down. So we're going to get... Actually, no. Never mind. Because it's... We're going to get more plants. I hope we do. And when we play things, we're going to scoop up plants off the board. So I was thinking that we could get enough that way. But... I like this game because it's hard. It's very difficult. We're at turn 10. Things look awful. This is a savior of a card. This could save us. Last time I overlooked this one. This time I will try to remember. I do not have any tags, which is what I'm useful, or plant tags specifically. So it's kind of out, but that's all right. We're all right with this. We take this, we pump it. Sadly, spending a heat last round meant that we don't have enough this round, but that's fine. We'll get one more card. Land claim, that's really bad too. This is just a huge value card because you get 2 bumps. Killing plants just hurts the neutral player, and by hurts, it doesn't matter, they're not in the game. View game state, do we have any building tags? Like, this is good to put down. I think it's do I want to get plants though, so that we can... I was gonna do it for money because I thought it was obvious, but now I'm like, well, we need plants. I talked about plants. I got a plan for plants. Maybe we gotta get the plants, and then we can build onto it and make money going forward. Making more energy, would that help us? How many research tags do we have? 2. This could give us 2 more. This would give us a 5th. That's enough for this. I kind of like that. Do we have a building tag count that makes sense for that? 4. Let's play this first. Then we play... We can't get both, so is it worth rushing? I don't think it is. I mean, we get another income if we put this guy down, but it doesn't even make sense to do that because there's not enough rounds to reap the rewards. I think that I have a bunch of useless cards that I pointed out as being clearly useless. I probably should have sold them instead of letting them take space. I mean, they're not... There's only one card that would make them useful, which is the card that every time you play a red card, you make some money, but that's not what we have, so... I didn't even realize we had Soil Factory. And that's what I mean, because I had too many cards. I couldn't tell what I had. So... I think we want to play this. Because then we'll have the 5. $2 more per turn is okay. Playing this doesn't make sense. I already went through the math. Okay. 4 is okay to give up because we still have enough for our bump. We're really fighting uphill here. We're gonna pass. I think we're gonna end up in an alright spot. 11. This is good. I don't have any cards that give us microbes anymore. This would have been a good example of adding 2 microbes gives a heat bump. Yeah, it's also a science tag, but we already have enough science. I mean, we better. I'm just gonna double check. 5. Yep. So yeah, I think that's the only one that makes sense. This one obviously is cool because it gives you income, but it's way too late for that. So still really worried about the oceans. We're only gonna get 1 free one, and then we need 5 more. Very obvious play is greenery to here, but let's start by doing our actions. First we get a little bit more oxygen up, then we buy a card, then we take a look at that card. Moss, that's a good card. And we have 3 oceans, so we can play it. Mass Converter is the one that we need to put this turn. It's going to give us all the energy, which will spill over into other good things. In particular, I like getting 2 cards for 1 titanium, because this is $2 cheaper now because of our other card. We have $34, so we have tons to... IO, that's a great early card that gives you lots of points in the end, because it's a point per Jovian. Just to confirm, we have all of 1 Jovian, so it's really not worth it for us this late in the game. Now that we're looking at cards, let's just look at all the cards. We get to get 1 of these 3. This honestly could have been worth it for us early game. This is one of the worst cards in the game, I feel. But because you have 14 generations and we can use the excess as money, that's one of the things that you can really pump up. I think we want to do this guy. Now the thing is that we're going to have 1 plant left over. I was going to go here to get a little bit of money. But if we go here, we'll have enough plants to play both moss and nitrolific moss. So I think that's the should do. Again, like, how do I say this? We're succeeding at things that we're already going to be fine on. Like, we have 3 more turns. We could do all 3 of those turns doing our action here to get oxygen. So it's kind of a waste to invest in this much green versus going for the oceans. But it's kind of what we have to work with here. So, no, we're not going to go overboard with it now that we're at 6. You know, maybe we'll do soil factory. It's worth a point, but overall it's just not working great. Like, we don't really need the energy because now we've reached a point of, you know, surplus. A heat bump, I think we talked about heat and we were a little bit on the short side. This is a fun one because you get 2 titanium back, so it costs about 4 titanium worth of resources for me right now, and I would get 2 back. I don't have that much titanium, but it's still worthwhile. It only cost me 9 actual dollars. And by 9, I mean 6. After the fact that you consider I get 2 titanium back. It cost me $9 and I gain a titanium. And it's going to make me $1 per turn 3 times. So I'm going to make $3 off of it. It gives me the bump now. I need to do it anyway. Thinking about subterranean reservoir. It's a cheaper ocean. If I put it here, I get some money, which I keep thinking of. But if I go here, I get 2 plants. And that's 2 plants plus 6 gives us the magic number of 8. Gives us one of our things here. I don't want to hazard the statement that we're doing all right now. But there's a chance. There is a chance. This is good. We're going to use it more than... This is good. Well, is it good? $4 a turn on 1-2 productions. That's a lose-lose. This is the card I was talking about earlier. If you play red cards, the one with downward arrows, you make $3 back. Way too late for that. We're actually out of those cards. So, sad days. I hate that we're 1 energy shy. But that's how it is. Let's do this. Get a free card. Asteroid mining. That's another Jovian. It's worth points. I hate to go after the points, though, before dealing with the fact that we're so out of our league when it comes to terraforming. So let's pump our points into this. That gives us, instead of paying $18 for an aquifer up here, an ocean, we can put $8 into this. It costs us 18, so you have to use it at least twice before it comes up even. But so far, so good. I think we just keep going through the trench, scooping up the plants. When we play this, we're really hoping for a card called Noctis City. That allows us to put a city in this reserve spot. We actually have enough for IO. Because we have asteroid mining, it makes me think it's worth it. Again, we're just crippling ourselves in all the ways that hurt. But, you know, we need money. And the next 2 turns we may have to... Like, here's the thing. We have a cheap ocean that we can do once per turn. So 13 and 14, so 2 more times. And then we need 2 more oceans. So I think we'll have enough income alone to deal with that. Especially because we can use our heat as money. Which is really great in the late game once we've overshot the numbers. Oh, and we get the free ocean. Oh my god, we're getting out of here alive. We can't play this card because of oxygen, but we can play the open city, which comes with a couple plants. I thought it was 3 plants, but I guess it's 2. First thing, let's do our actions. Well, at this point, okay, we'll hold off on this. Basically, what this is it's going to turn 4 energy, which if you don't spend will become heat next turn. So $4 to get $3 worth of material now, because now the oxygen doesn't matter because we're about to place our last greenery, which will fulfill that requirement. So I think the first thing to do is put up the heat. That gives us an ocean. Let's put it. That's 2 plants. We need another plant. It's 3, 4 for placing this one. 5 if we place it there instead. 5 plants is not 16. That'd be too short again. Game state. Do we have 2 more plants in hand? We actually do, because this open city. Interesting. So I think that means we grab plants. In fact, we could put it in here. Oh, I should have. Well, watch me whip. First, we should get a card. You never know what you might get. It might be exactly what you're looking for, just cheaper. That's not great. It's a city that's cheap, which is awesome, but it costs us 2 points. Gets us a little bit of income, but it's so late. I would play this early game just to get the income and then have something to build points around. But at this point, it's well beyond that. So let's play the city. Oh, I hate that there's no back button because I meant to build the ocean first. I mean, it would have saved us $2, but you know, $2 can be make or break a lot of things. So that goes there. We're now at 16. We can pump. We may as well put them up in here now, around our city, get a couple extra points. And if we put them along the water, we get extra money back. Heat the planet again. Asteroid mining. It's mostly just a points thing at this point. It gives us more titanium, but it's not necessarily what we need. I like Lagrange Observatory. We'll definitely play it. I just don't think it's worth playing this instant because it just gives us, like, if we wait next turn, we'll have tons of titanium. And I want to spend it now and then have all that titanium next turn and nothing to spend it on because we need a card with these symbols, and this is not much value to spend it on. The soil factory is the only thing here that I'm interested in, so we'll do that. I still have actions? Oh yeah, I still have the action to turn energy into that, but we're not doing that this turn. Put that up. That means we'll have plenty left over to do the bumps. I think we're going to get another win out of this. Noctis City again is a big win for us if we can draw that card. Can't play this, too much oxygen. We can play this, which is worth points. And pets, too late for pets. Well, it's definitely not. That's a harsh card for us because it kills our heat, which is worth money. But would I spend 3 plus 1 plus 5 is $9 for 4 plants? In the last turn, maybe. Animals. This could also give us animals, which is 1 point, but I think half a granary is better. First things first, let's buy a card. We got Inventor's Guild, which is pretty good, but let's start off with Lagrange Observatory. That's another card. Physics Complex, that's points. That'll give us 2 points if we build it, and then use 6 of our energy, which we're not using otherwise. I was thinking about doing this to turn our energy into money. But first things first, we need to build that ocean. Where do we want to build it? I can build it here for $4, or I can build it here for no dollars. But then when I build a greenery here, I'll get an additional 2 from it. So it's like a plant for $2. I think I take that trade. And by I think, I mean I'm going to. I need 2 heat bumps. I'm definitely going to do it this way because I didn't get any cards that give me what I want. So then I just need 1 ocean, which lets, you know, put our hearts to rest here and buy it. You know, that's not optimal. I should have waited to do that on the last turn, but too many times I've accidentally overspent and then I ended up losing. This is 2 points. This is 2 points. This is a greenery. This is negative 2 points. Let's start with the 2 points. That's an obvious win. Let's do another 2 points. That's not worth 2 points on its own, but you can spend 6 energy to make a physics, which is worth 2 points. Yay. Does that count in my VPs? Yeah, it is. 15 plus 56. We're not doing great. Greenery here. Can't really find any, like, if I get 4 more plants from this, puts me at 5. 5 plus 9 is enough. Because 5 plus 9 is 14. You get to place 1 extra greenery when the game ends. I'll put it here or here for 2. That'll bring me back up to 8, and then I'll get to place a second one. So here or here. I mean, again, that means we're using this for the plants. So that leaves me with 20, enough to buy a city or this, but I think a city's better. So what we'll do is we'll take our sell patents, sell everything we have. Whew, this is exhausting in like a fun way, but like, whew. So let's get a nice waterfront city again. We have enough because we can use the heat. We can put it here or here. It's functionally the same thing. We could even put it here because we're going to be building that one for sure. But this is fun. Waterfront near a restricted area. That was some drama. and then we win. So we pass. And then we get the bonus build, and as long as we build here, then we get a second bonus build, which we will put beside our city. Waterfront. Beautiful vistas. Great stuff. Near a city. No longer graph plants. We end the game. Last time I think we got 94. It was a big win. This time, 87. So below 90. This is... I said anemic at the start. Not anemic. I've seen wins of like as low as 70 something. But 87's not hot. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed. I'm glad we got another win. And I'll see you next time. Cheers!